Right, so next one, total love. Oh, this is a fun one. So, total love. This one is about being able to recognize the love around you. It's and also be very clear about what you want in terms of how love shows up in your life. So I feel like as a kid that grew up with Hallmark movies and, you know, bits and pieces and just even culture around us, we are very much trained to think that romantic love is the ultimate love. Like, we can't do anything about it if we don't have it. And then I feel like after that comes in is if you are this way inclined, if this is what you want, like child-parent love, okay? But we'll speak to that in a second. Total love is about reframing that where you get to be very much present and happy and content with the love that you already have in your life. So, you know, and being able to recognize what's already there. And that can be, you know, your self-love. For some people, what they really need to work on is self-love. For other people, it's about their friendships. It's about their relationships with their community. It's about their pets. It's about, you know, just even the sun shining on you and feeling like you're being kissed by the universe. You know, there's that piece to it, all right? Then there's also the piece where if you are seeking romantic love or you are trying to improve the romantic love you already have, it can be about shedding our expectations around what that love should look like. So, you know, I mentioned the Hallmark movies. We all grew up with, oh, we should have tall, dark and handsome, or what's the newest one, like 6 foot finance bro and rich or something like that. That was something that was floating around maybe 12 months ago. So anyway, if you have this checkbox of love, then it's very restricted and you might actually be missing out on the kind of love and the kind of partner or person around you that is going to give you what you need as a soul if you've got this restrictive checkbox. So it's all about re-examining that. What you might want instead of tall, dark and handsome is someone that actually makes you feel safe, or someone who is a real partner in your corner, or someone who makes you feel listened to, or there's an emotional connection, a soul connection. There's chemistry there, but it's not necessarily what we think of as chemistry. It's like that companionship chemistry. So anyway, I'm just sort of, that's how I frame total love, in terms of it frees you from these expectations of what a romantic love might need to look like. And, you know, it can also help you let go of the concept that you even need it. A lot of us don't. I am married, and I quite like my husband. He's a lovely guy. But, you know, it's about being at peace where your idea of love, the love that you have in your day-to-day, might not look like what we've been trained to look like, what we've been trained has to look like in society. So, and the final piece about total love, and this is a new discovery for me, I actually started using it like this a few months ago. I realized in my world I was doing, and I was pushing ahead and like, oh, I'll try this and I'll try that and blah, blah, blah. I hadn't stopped to ask myself and check in with my heart chakra about what it was that I really needed to do. What was going to make me feel alive? What was going to light my fire and keep me in line with my goals, my sort of desires. But I hadn't sort of stopped and had that discussion. I just kept doing, being, whatever. So I started taking total love, and then was doing some self-reflection exercises where I would sink down into my heart chakra area and just have a little bit of a, hey, how you going? Because I'd been ignoring that part of me. So anyway, I was using total love to really get in touch with my heart, my spirit, and what do I want, and how, or what should I do to move forward that's going to keep me happy. So yeah, so that was an interesting discovery. I love these. There's always new layers coming out. You know, I've had a lot of these blends around for some of them 7 years, longer, and yeah, that I keep discovering new things about them. All right, gosh, this one is a very long episode, so I apologize if you're used to my kind of shorter episodes. This one, though, is, I guess, necessary to go through them all. But the next one after total love is warrior. So warrior, now I'll have to be careful of my accent, warrior, just in case, because when I lived in Canada, there were a few things that I would say that people didn't understand when the vowels would come out. So this is not being about worrying. This is about being a warrior. You are a strong person. But no, really, if you're looking for a word to sum up warrior, it is about hope. So this is about not the classic Disney warrior that that is, you know, out there fighting battles and winning the damsel and all that sort of stuff. This one is about pushing forward when it's hard, but it's about maintaining that hope. It's about keeping the faith. So, but you know, you need a bit of power behind it. You've got things to deal with. It can also be for those that are like the reluctant leader. You've been put in a position where you've got to keep moving, but it's feeling a little bit hopeless, and we just want to reinvigorate, keep you going, and really get you in touch with that sense of being hopeful. And I know right now there's a lot going on in the world. I'm recording this, it's December 2025. So yeah, it's tumultuous. People are feeling jaded and feeling just overwrought. They've just been overspent and thrown around, and I'm noticing people are just resigned and feeling hopeless. So warrior is really about reinvigorating that faith. Just keep the faith. And things are working out. Things are working in the background. So it is kind of similar. It has flavors to some of the other essences, like gratitude, like abundance, like holding space. But this one really, yeah, we want to sum it up. It's about hope. And yeah, it's a nice one it's not about pushing and being hard. It's just about keeping that faith. So anyway, and listen, if you need more descriptions, please go to the website. So that's all of them. So if you have any questions, please email me, let me know. And then, yeah, the way that you take them, I've discussed that in a previous episode, but just to sum it up, the drops you take in your water, you can shake about 8 drops into your water bottle and sip on that throughout the day. Every time you have a sip, that's considered a dose. So this is what happens in vibrational medicine, is that the more doses, the more sort of sips or contact you have with it, the more doses you have, the faster it's going to work. If you don't like that format, or if you don't carry around a water bottle, or you're going to forget it, you can do 4 drops in the morning, shake them into a little bit of water, and 4 drops in the evening, and just get them in like that in a more sort of intentional medicinal way. You're still going to get the effects. And the nice things about these pre-made blends is that you only take one at a time, but you can switch them up every 24 hours if you like. So, you know, sometimes like when I was working with total love and opening my heart chakra, I was on that for a couple of weeks because I knew there was some deep work to do. But, you know, sometimes if I've got to go to a meeting and I'm not feeling super confident, or, you know, not sort of sure of my words during that day, I'll take Speak Your Truth or Sassy Pants, and I'll just take that in preparation. So, yeah, I mean, today I'm on holding space and I'm spraying the spray. Now, that is the only one that you can use. With other remedies, you can use the spray and one of the drop essences at the same time, but because the spray works a bit differently. But yeah, like today I'm on holding space, and let's see how the day unfolds, and then I might not need it tomorrow because I've dealt with my issue, and then I can choose another one. So yeah, that's it. If you would like to purchase any of these, you can go to the website vintagehealth.com.au. Go to the shop. If you are interested in reading about more of them, there is a snapshot page which sort of lines them all up on the same page so you can go back and forward and compare. But if you're sort of wanting a deep dive into each of the essences, you go into the shop to the place where you would purchase one, and then you can read a lot more about how these are constructed, the kind of issues that you might be using them for, and go from there. So now the other piece about these, I'll just mention it. This entire system came out of another system or another service I offer, which is called Choose Your Own Crystals, so CYOC. It's where you are intuitively choosing what you need. And the original system, and I offer this with my clients in person, and you can do with this in a session with me online. And I am in 2026 launching an automated system where you and I don't need to deal with each other, but I get your personalized blend and I will post it out to you. So, but it's all about using your intuition to choose what you need. And so it's not about being cerebral, knowing what the essence, what, like, you know, say amethyst means or lapis lazuli means, and then choosing from there and making up a remedy that is pertinent to whatever issue you're trying to deal with. This one is about, we let the crystals jump out and you choose them based on your intuition. So the personalized crystal essence is one that's where this all came from. And then the reason the global essences, these pre-made blends came about, was I was noticing that my clients that were doing the Choose Your Own system were coming up against these same concepts. So these have been intuited by me for, you know, those particular issues that clients have been dealing with. And then I put it out there basically and created a system where I was a surrogate for tapping into that global energy. I got in touch with the signature of what my clients were dealing with over sort of a number of them, and then came up with these blends. So yeah, it's a beautiful system, and yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking to you more about the CYO system in the new year. But for now, if you want to buy these, you can find them through the website, like I said. And yeah, I encourage you to grab a few, because there'll be certain issues that you might butt up against that you go, oh yeah, I'm always dealing with boundaries, and then I can't speak out about what I need, and then, do you know what, I actually don't think I've gotten in touch with my heart chakra for a very long time, so I'll go with appropriate boundaries, speak your truth, and total love. So yeah, anyway, okay, thank you for being here for so long. It's almost been 50 minutes. I can't believe it. I promise you that moving through, I won't be doing such long episodes, but I really wanted to capture these essences. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. All right. Oh, okay. I was like, why did I start talking about CYOC? I understand now. Sorry. I'm going to go back. I'm just going to add one more thing in. With the pre-made blends, when you go to the website and go to the shop, you will notice that there's a picture, let's say, of Total Love. You go to Total Love, there's a picture of the bottle, and there's also a picture of a bunch of crystals. Those are the crystals that are in Total Love. So you can use your intuition. If you're not sure which one to choose of the pre-made blends, you can go through and check the images of the crystals. So you don't need to know the crystals, but you need to just observe how you feel looking at those. And this is what I'm actually experimenting with on TikTok and Instagram, where I am putting just the pictures of each blend, no names, no nothing, and just going, all right, 1, 2, 3, which one calls to you? And then I'll explain to you which one you've chosen, and then that might make sense. So it's a pretty nice system. It also takes the guesswork out. It's it takes out anything about me trying to choose it for you, because I know the essences or the crystals or you or being too cerebral. It's all about what your body is asking for, because the signature of the crystal is jumping out at you. So, okay, that's where I was going. I lost my train. I was like, why did I go into CYOC? I wasn't intending to talk about that. Okay, I've very much hit 50 minutes, so I'm going to shut it down. But yeah, find me on my socials, reach out to me, email, website, and I hope you're having a great day. And thanks so much for being here. I know this was a long one. All right, take care. Bye.